You know what baffles me? Some people will actually hate you because of the relationships you have, the way you treat yourself, and the way you treat other people. Jealousy is a real fucking thing. Many will envy you because of your soul, your looks, and just the relationship you have with people. And that has nothing to do with you, but everything to do with them because they're projecting those insecurities onto you. It really doesn't matter how long you've known somebody. The history doesn't fucking matter because those will be the first ones to stab you in the back. Those will be the first ones to, once you guys are mad at each other, they're gonna use all of the information that they know about you and tell everybody else just to make themselves feel better. Bitches be bonkers, bro. I'm sorry. Men too. Like, not men, but boys. Boys, I have seen the homeboys talk shit about each other, wanting to shoot them, wanting to fucking fight them over a bitch, wanting to fight them because, oh, this is what he said about me, and they're talking reckless on social media and to the homeboys and saying, when I see you, it's on site. The next day I see them, oh, what's up, brother? What's up, dog? I'm like, what? And these were the people that I had to cut off because their morals are not right. Like, and that taught me history does not mean shit. History literally does not mean shit. Hi everybody, I'm Leslie. I'm eating some oatmeal and I was just thinking, how about we have a chat about how bitches be bonkers and how history does not mean shit and loyalty, not many people have that anymore. And that's why I choose to hang with myself and enjoy my own energy rather than being in everybody's face and just my energy being drained. Like, has that ever happened to you where you're just around these people and like towards the end of the day and towards the end of the night, like your energy's just so drained and you're like, fuck, bro, like how am I gonna get back from this? I need you to get this. Not everybody is your friend and not everybody wants the best for you. That is the truth and that is the sad truth, okay? But that's the truth. Not every relationship is going to make it to the next season with you. So every season, that's a new chapter opening up in your life. Not everybody's gonna make it to that new chapter in your life. That they were part of the last chapter, that's the end of that story. Now it's time to grow and evolve and move on to bigger and better things. People come and go, and sometimes it's for the best. So, wish them the best. Don't be bitter like them because there's a reason why you guys fell off. There's a reason why you guys are no longer talking. People are just so miserable and bitter that they want everybody else to be bitter. History doesn't matter. It doesn't matter how long you've known them for. Real situations will let you know who is real and who is not. Jealousy is a real thing. People will envy you because of the way you look, because of your soul, because of your heart, and your relationships with other people. Many people just don't want to see you succeed. If people are going through shit, they don't want to see anybody else succeed. They want people to be just as miserable as them. Am I right? I have physically seen females and boys talk shit about other people, talk shit about their so-called best friends, day ones, and then they're together the next day like nothing ever happened. And most of these people will actually use you for their own advantage. Like, they'll only hit you up when they need to go somewhere because you have a car. They'll only hit you up because I've seen this multiple times. People will hit you up, hit me up too because I have an ID. I'm 21, so they're like, oh, can you buy me lick? Can you buy me this? And then we won't talk again until they need me again. You know what I mean? Like, yeah. Like, what the fuck? I've literally seen females and boys, but mainly females, compare each other to other females. And don't get me wrong, we've all done this before, but when it's with your friends, then that's a problem to me. Like, that's a real life problem to me. I've seen females compare themselves to their best friends. Oh, I have this more than you, I'm prettier than you, look at me. No matter how good you are to somebody, they will still do you dirty. They will still do you fucking dirty. And like I said, people don't have morals and people don't really understand to that level. They'll just do what's best for them in that moment, but then when they need you again, they're gonna hit you up for when they need you again. You feel me? And reason being why I say history does not matter is because, okay, I'm gonna get a little personal, okay? I had a best friend for 8 years. Two people came up to me by myself one day, was like, I feel like in a way she tries to compete with you. And I never ever noticed this. Even my family told me, I think she's trying to compete with you. Every time I do something different with my hair, it seems like she wants to do something different with her hair. Every time I tried a different look for myself, she would do the same thing. When I started getting really close with law of attraction and law of assumption and becoming very spiritual, she was the most bitter person I knew in person. She was always the most negative, the most bitter, the most miserable person I knew. But on social media, she portrayed herself as somebody else. And I'm not bad talking her. There was one particular time where I was doing a lot better than her with money. I noticed that a lot of my money from my tip jar was missing, and this is when we were living together, and she was the only one that knew where my tip jar was, because of course that was like family, bro. That was family. Of course she knew where my tip money was. And she had the audacity to lie to my fucking face and say, oh well, maybe somebody stole your money. Bitch, who the fuck would steal my fucking money? And it's so weird to me, because just the day before, I noticed that money was missing from my piggy bank. My piggy bank. She asked me for $50. The next day when I decide to, count my money, I see that my money's fucking missing, and it's, wow, $50. Like, it was also very competitive when it came to guys too. Like, if there was a guy that was looking at me, or like, she was a pick-me girl. She would do the most. She would do the most, or when she noticed she wasn't getting any of the attention, she was trying to get the most attention, and it wasn't good attention either. Many of these folks are really competing against you. You could literally be the best human being on this earth, good intentions, and people will still envy you for that, because of your heart, your mind, and your soul. I have seen girls talk shit about their best friends, telling me all of their drama, all of their secrets, and I'm just like, holy fucking shit. And these girls have been best friends forever. They have been best friends forever, and they usually fall out over a guy, over a boy, and that's where all the spilling the tea and all that comes. And I'm just like, holy shit. Like, it's like, fuck, bro. Like, these girls are really talking shit about one another. Like, who's really standing up for you if you're not there? Like, you gotta think about that. Who's really gonna have your back at the end of the day? I can literally count all of my close friends, all of my real friends on one hand. You guys just hang out with people that talk shit about you and that only use you for their best convenience, for their convenience. Make it make sense. Real situations will let you know real people. Do they have your back, or are they gonna talk shit about you? People nowadays are so greedy. If it doesn't benefit them, they don't give a fuck. They don't give a fuck. There was this one quote that I read, and I think about it to this day, is just because they ride with you doesn't mean they're going to ride for you. It will really be the ones that you thought that had your back will really not have your back. When they see you failing, they don't give a fuck. They don't give a fuck. But when you're up, I notice that when you are up, that's when these people want to come back into your life. When you're no longer in that situation that you were in, those people will come back. Nobody wants to put up with a sad person. Only a real person will. But these folks, they will literally talk shit about you when you are down bad. They will not need you when you are down bad, because what the fuck? They will not need you when you are down bad. But when you are up and you have money and you have a car and you have bitches around you and you have, and you can party and you can do this and you can do that, that's when they really want to hang out with you. That's when it's really convenient for them. You can have a good heart, you can have a good soul, you can be the best person to them, and they will still do you dirty. They will still do you dirty. They don't give a fuck. They're gonna do what everybody else is doing. They see other people are talking shit about you, they are going to talk shit about you. Are they gonna stick up for you when you are not there? Really think about who's your friend and who's not your friend. When I was down bad, that's kind of when I noticed that people were happy that I was down bad. People were actually happy that I was down bad. And when I was working on myself and I was trying to do what's best for me, Nobody was there. Nobody was there to help me. And then when I got up, when I got my money right, when I got my car, when I started hanging out with good ass people that could help me succeed to go to the next level, that's when I noticed people trying to come back into my life. When people notice I'm getting right in the gym, I'm getting right with my meal plans, when I'm getting right with myself, with my soul, with my mind, with my body, that's when people want to come back. That's when I notice people that envied me are stalking me on social media. If you hate somebody, you're not gonna want anything to do with them. So let me ask you this: why are you stalking me? If you don't give a fuck about me, why are you stalking me? Because you care about me. Oh, okay then. Some people it's just a competition at the end of the day. People just want to see what you're up to at the end of the day. They don't give a fuck about you. They just want to see if you're down bad or if you're doing good. And when you're doing good, that's when they'll come around. I noticed that the friendships that I made really super fucking fast, they would be the first ones to leave under any circumstance. And they would be the first ones to talk shit. And they'd be the first ones to run their mouth. Like, we would get close so quick, and I would think, damn, are they really my best friend? Like, is this like really a forever thing? No, honey. They are going to stab you in the fucking back. They are going to stab you in the fucking back. I can promise you that. Once you are no longer convenient to them, and once they no longer need you in their life, they will cut you off just like that. And they will tell everybody your secrets just like that. Be so careful who you tell shit to. Be so careful, because the enemy will want to try and befriend you. They will try to want to know everything about you just so they could see how well you're doing or how bad you're doing, and just so they could tell everybody else what the fuck you're up to. They really don't give a fuck about you. They just want to see how you're doing in life and if they can laugh at you, because they have nothing else to talk about. People are so bitter that they have nothing better to talk about, and it's just a distraction from their own terrible ass life. It's a distraction from their life, and they want to get away. They want to get away, so they want to talk shit about people to make themselves feel better. And I've done it before. I used to be so down bad that I used to talk shit about people just so it could make me feel better about myself. Girls are supposed to be supporting girls. For real, for real. We're not supposed to be talking shit about each other. We're supposed to be talking shit about men. Once I got really like close to myself and my inner, and I started doing like the inner healing and stuff like that, I realized that I'm much better off being by myself than being around these people. For the longest, I was like, fuck, bro, like, I feel so alone around all these people. And that's the worst feeling ever, like feeling so fucking alone around so many fucking people. So yeah, once I started cutting off people little by little, they still stalk me to this day. I unfollowed them, so you know, I can't see what they're doing, and I choose to not see what they're doing because, quite honestly, I really don't care. And a reason why I don't care is because I know deep down, I know they're so bitter that they try and make other people bitter. So no matter what, I feel like in the end I won because I got myself out of that situation. But yeah, to this day, they still stalk me. They still try and see what I'm doing, make fake accounts, and I know because I just know. Energy is like a real thing. Like, if you're doing better than somebody else and you can see that they're not happy for you, like, you can sense that energy. I would go above and beyond for many people. And when I tried to call them, they would decline my call. And they would say, what's up? Like, they would text me back and I'd say, hey, I just need a friend to talk to. I wouldn't hear from them for a few days. And then when they were down bad, they would call me and say, hey, I need you. I was like, what? Like, huh? So all you can really do is just wish them the best and just, you know, peacefully let them go. Like, let them go and cut that cord and do what's best for you. Do you really want to be around people that talk shit about you and don't want the best for you? And don't get me wrong, there are some good people out there, but there's a lot of fucking crazy ass people too. This, my friend, is what we call fake ass bitches. One thing I also have noticed is girls will go to guys and talk shit, and the guys will go along with it and talk shit too. Like, that's such a bitch mentality. Like, that's such like a miserable, small, like, bitch behavior. I didn't even know how else to put it. But that behavior is just so bitter and so miserable, and I can't stand it anymore. I used to be around it like all the time, and you are who you hang around with. So that kind of behavior was just becoming so contagious for me. I couldn't take it anymore. I hated being so miserable with these miserable ass bitches. So when I cut them off and I got right with myself and I worked on the inner healing, oh girl, I am so alive and I feel so good, and it's a good feeling to just be your own friend at the end of the day. And of course, you know, having those 2, 3, 4, 5 friends that you can count on one hand, those are the ones that you can call. Those are the ones that are going to have your back. Those are going to be the ones that are going to stick up for you when you are not there. Those are going to be the ones that are going to help you when you are down bad. Stop being friends with these people that only use you just for their own advantage. Stop hanging out with people that talk shit about their friends too, because they're probably talking shit about you too. And most importantly, stop telling people your business. People genuinely do not want the best for you. If you're failing in life, people are going to be happy, believe it or not, because I have seen it. I have seen it. So stop telling people your business. Stop trying to be all cool with everybody, because not everybody's going to want the best for you. Stop hanging out with these fake ass people. Be happy and do what's right for yourself, for your growth, and for your mind, and for your soul, and for your body. Thank you for watching. Bye.